Hey everybody, I am back with you for a finale this time. This is going to be the finale for the musical panning project. Before I get into that, I am going to ask you to please do all of the things and you know what they are. So this is the project that was created by Mari. My phone's going off, excuse that. And her channel is Patriot Makeup. Now she is not recording anymore. Don't know if she's coming back or not. Life got busy and you know how those things go. So it's going to be linked below just in case. And this was a great project. She created a list of prompts. So she picked 3 songs from every decade from the 1940s through the 2020s and had 3 songs under each decade with a artist, song name, an idea for the prompt that we were allowed to then throw an item with. And she set it up that we could kind of work this any way we wanted to, but when we completed all of the prompts, we were allowed to bring in a song from each decade of our own choosing. Now, I did this with my own twists. This was one of the first projects that I started doing when I started my channel. The very first one I went back and looked was Panning Punk, which you're going to see soon. But this was also one of the first ones that I jumped into because I love music. And if you've watched any of my episodes or any of my other stuff, you kind of know I'm a music junkie. So this started technically January 2nd of 2022. It was supposed to go till January 3rd of 2023, but I am going to end it now because I've completed what I'm going to complete. And the things that I'm not going to be able to finish in the next few days anyway. So there we go. We were allowed to do this rolling style monthly, bi-monthly updates. The hashtag on this, oh, she even said we could do it quarterly. That was a new twist. The hashtag for this is musical panning. Now, let's talk about the one that has been in from the beginning. That is this. This is an Essence waterproof eyeliner in the shade But First Espresso. I brought this in intending to complete this. I had no idea how hard it would be to actually complete an entire eyeliner, but I have more than one of these. When I started, I picked things that hit more than one prompt and kind of lumped them together, and that's how I kind of got through the list. So this was for the 1940s Hank Williams song, I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry, because it's a cry-proof item, and the 50s Johnny Cash song, Walk the Line, and Ira lip liner. Now, as you can see, I mean, it's not ginormous anymore. It's getting down there and it needs to be sharpened again because it actually did scratch me. But let's talk about what I managed to accomplish. All right, you can see the intro, you can see the finale. Now, I still have pencil left, but I did make a very serious dent. And as you can see, also, oops, upside down. Also, the weight went down. We started at 4 grams, we ended at 2.8. So, although I didn't technically measure with a ruler, I think I've made some pretty good progress on this. This is just going to go back into my collection. I'll keep working on it. It may or may not pop back into a project. We'll see. Would I like to complete an entire eyeliner? Absolutely. So this may get some more usage along the way, but at least it's pretty well prepped. And with how much I was able to go through, yeah, it would take me 2 more years to finish it. But hey, at least I made a good dent. Then I have something that I brought over from ColorPan when I ended that project, which I did before I came down to Arizona. And I had the Oh Snap lip pencil in here, and I decided that I was going to roll it over to this project for the 1950s Johnny Cash song Walk the Line again. And this one is the one that falls apart. So that's what's left in this, okay? Oh, geez, I shouldn't be doing this without my glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing. Eek. All right. But when it's all back together, that's what we look like. So with this, you get the card from the beginning when I had it in ColorPan to where it is now. So once again, I have made a very significant dent, but I did not finish it. I just wanted to keep working on it. Honestly, I don't care for it. I'd love to get it out of my collection. So I had talked about possibly decluttering it because I don't love it. I don't want to do that. I mean, I've done so much with this that I really do want to hold on to it because maybe there is a chance that I can finish this at some point. And granted, it's not like these things are super expensive. Would it like break me to just eventually toss this? No. Could I pass it on to a family member? I don't know who'd want it. I mean, I could, but I don't know. I mean, unless one of my cousins jumps up and says, oh my gosh, I have to have that. Yeah, who knows? But let's see if I can do this without, oh yeah, I really need to sharpen that. So there's the eyeliner. And then, oof. Okay, that's the lip liner. And you can even see on my hand, this is not pink. This is supposed to be a neutral pink, and it is very, very much a neutral tan on me. So it brings down the color of any pink that I'm wearing. It doesn't actually go with them. I've got lip liners that work better, which is kind of where the dilemma came in. So there it is. Weighing down below what you think I should do. I mean, I've gotten this far. Should I just go ahead and like keep working on it for a little while and see if maybe I can get it panned next year or even the year after? Would it even still be good? Am I going to end up breaking it before then because these things are notorious for that stuff? Give me some thoughts down there in the comments. All right, then one of the songs that I brought in for the 2000s was the 925s. The band is no longer together, but the stuff that they put out was fabulous. I brought in from their 2008 Time to Wake Up album, You're So Pretty. And I brought it in as an item that you would grab for like a quick getaway. And that was my NARS Damage lipstick. And my goal was to finish this. What you're seeing here is plastic, people. I can't get this on without scratching myself beyond all belief. Can I get... Okay, yeah, I can't even really get a good swatch. There's nothing left. I don't dig out. I have far too many. My phone's just going off. I put out a call to arms. I'm getting responses. Ignore the phone. This isn't empty. This is a completed lipstick. This is a completed NARS lipstick. I am so excited to have this done. I love this shade. It is beautiful. If it still exists, would I rebuy it? Absolutely. I love the formula. I love the shade. I love everything about it. And that's why I finished it. So I didn't have a ton to start with. I had used this one a lot because I liked it. Got a couple of line markings on there from where I started to where I am now. But that's going in my empties that you will see in the beginning of January. So I tried to keep track, sort of, and I started to, but it didn't actually finish. I know I used it well over 20 times. And that's days, not applications. At least I think that's what I was doing. Who knows? The next one is a screw up on my part. Holy cow, this is going to be like the project where nothing seems to get finished. I brought in for the 2020s the Maneskin song. Blah, not Maneskin, it's not a mannequin. Maneskin. The song For Your Love from the 2021 album. I brought in lip oil, essentially. It was that galactic rose oil petal gloss that you'd have to go back to my old videos to see because when I left Minnesota, I left it sitting next to my chair. So that didn't get completed, and that just has been hanging out in my cards with, open prompts. But what can I say? I will eventually finish that one, but that one's not going to happen until after April when I get home anyway. You might see it somewhere else. I might throw it back into something else just to get it completed, or I might just do it on my own. I don't know. Weigh in down there if you think I should throw in another project. Who knows? All right. The last thing that I brought in was, thank you to Cheryl. She came up with this for me and it was brilliant. I brought in for the 1940s. That was the era the decade that I was having trouble coming up with songs off the top of my head that were more me than my grandmother. So it's Leadbelly's Where Did You Sleep Last Night, which is also known as The Pines. I brought in the Mary Kay single eyeshadow in Misty Pines. I brought this in for 5 uses, and I got my 5 uses. So that's at least a completed prompt. That one is actually the last one. I don't have any great things to say, no great stories, no history on a song, which is what I had done with all of them. This is just pretty much a straight up finale, so kind of short and sweet from me, especially when it comes to music. I definitely want to thank Mari, if she watches these videos, for putting this together. This was brilliant, and I absolutely loved having to go through every decade and narrow down which one song did I really want to bring in for each decade. That's a tough one for me. It's tough for me to just pick one song. But I have managed to complete quite a few things. I ended up having to declutter a couple of things, which is good to know along the way too when something goes bad or if it's just really not going to work. So it helped me work through my collection, and for that I am very grateful. As always, everybody, I hope everybody is safe and well. I know New Year's is coming up from when this is going to go up. So if you are out and about, please be careful, be safe. And if you don't celebrate and want to hide in your house, enjoy your peace. Hopefully you all have a great one. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.